Hey there, survivors. How's it going? Douglas here at Drownboy Productions, and today we're going to be taking a look at what Ultimate Party here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi has in store for us for 2025. Now, this store typically has a fantastic selection of not only Ghostface products that we typically don't see at Spirit or many other retailers, but they usually have Trick or Treat Studios stuff and sometimes just some other really interesting, hard to find stuff. So I'm really interested to see what they have in store for us this year. This will be my first time visiting, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Oh my goodness. They even got the goblets. This is insane. When will it end? I'm surprised just to see the goblets back, but now we have bling goblets. This is crazy. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what else we have in store. Ultimate Party usually has a much better Ghostface selection. Ooh, this is new. A little grave breaker. Very small size, but still really cool. Feels like it's latex, just backed with foam. Pretty cool. Could definitely use a bit of a repaint, but still not too terrible. The regular goblets did make a return as well as the glass set. What is this? The Hidden Screamer. It has a try-me. It looks like the screaming pin from back in the day, but maybe motion activated. Or I think that's just an LED in the mouth there. And a suction cup on the back. Very interesting. Have not seen those online yet this year. Ooh. I think this is a new inflatable. Pretty sure this one is new. Pretty cool, kind of a basic pose, but still nice. Some other fun world pieces. And we have an aged scary peeper. Of course, the classic is here too, but this is newer. I do like that. That's pretty cool. Looks like we have a Seed of Chucky bust on clearance for only $60. The box is in pretty rough shape, but still not a bad price. This is pretty cool. It's definitely supposed to be Jason, but is not Friday the 13th branded at all. I was about to walk away, and I just noticed tucked away down here, we have Ghostface ducks. And this is actually Ghostface branded. I have seen Ghostface ducks in the past that were not branded, but now we have one official. Only one half of the knife is bloody, but still overall pretty nice, pretty cool. And coming around here, we have the start of the mask wall this year. Things are always moved around in here, different every single year, but it looks like they have a ton of new masks. Take a look at this Slimer. This is my first time seeing some of these in person. The Slimer's really cool, but I love the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Really cool pieces from Trick or Treat Studios. The normal version is nice, but the burnt version is so cool. And the new Slappy mask. Absolutely love that. Reagan looks phenomenal. I think that's a plastic mask too, with a wig attached. Evil Ash. The paint application on these is actually pretty fantastic. Hair looks good on them. Look at the paint on those. These look even better than the initial run. Huge upgrade. Ends masks and kills masks are just looking okay. Some of these Rob Zombie masks have a really, really nice texture to them, as in like really crisp details. They'd be great for repainting. Art's looking about how you'd expect for these. And then a few more Myers. And I guess we'll work back in the opposite direction. Let's take a look at what all we've got this year. Okay, that thing is crazy looking. This is one of those foam masks. Pretty cool, moving jaw, I would assume. The Fright Light Spectre. Got a Banshee by Clive here. One of the Burke ones produced by Funworld. With a white shroud. And his new Devil Fiend. Pretty cool. I think I like the Banshee a little bit more. The Lost Boys masks also are fantastic. These new plastic masks by Trick or Treat Studios are doing fantastic work. And these will last obviously a lot longer than latex. So for anyone that has problems with Trick or Treat Studios masks in general or latex masks because of the longevity, these are a really good pickup. Oh, the comic version of the Crow. That's so sick. Huge fan of that mask. This is pretty rough. Ooh. This is one I've been very excited for. Look at how much better these are compared to Spirits versions. I hope they do the entire lineup in plastic. So sick. Almost missed this. The classic John Carver as well as the burned version. You know, this is actually kind of cool. This is just like a weird enough of a knockoff. I love this. For $3, not bad. Tiny mask, but still really cool. Over here we've got a few hockey masks of varying quality, including, of course, a bling hockey mask. Most of these are not that great. However, this year, if you guys see the killer goalie masks, this is what you want to pick up. This is your best chance to get an accurate Jason mask. These are actually molded off of the movie masks. They have the clear versions that are ready to paint, glow in the dark, and some that are already painted. If you're into making your own, I definitely recommend picking up a clear one. And of course, we've got tons more masks here. Most of these Myers we've already seen. The hairless ones, the economy versions, not a huge fan of those. Seems like most other people aren't as well. The Sweet Tooth machete by Trick or Treat Studios is pretty freaking sweet. That's awesome. And hiding behind us here, we have the Ghostface Stalker. And the entire Ghostface section, at least most of it I'm guessing, this year. Including the new disco, kind of neon colored. It's just called disco, but it's kind of blue and stab green. I don't know how I feel about the spiked mask. Not a huge fan of these, I think. Aged masks this year aren't looking the best. Not really a huge upgrade or downgrade. If anything, maybe less texture on them. They look a little smoother. That could just be me though. Not putting it side by side with some of the older ones. 25ths look really nice this year. Overall, looking really clean. We've got another mask bag. Looks like a child-sized mask with some gems in there. And I'm not seeing the newest style knife this year, but they have the new reflection knife. I definitely see a few new Trick or Treat Studios pieces, so let's go ahead and address those. Obviously we have, that's not the best one, his nose is pushed in. We have the reissue of the Dawn Post Part 9 Jason, done by Trick or Treat Studios, and I think the paint application and everything on these looks way better than Dawn Post's. You know, besides his nose being pushed in there. Obviously, all of these plastic masks look fantastic. Some more Leatherface, more Reagan. And we have Mabry's, I think it's Hillbilly is what this is known as, but we all know that's Part 3 Jason. So if you are looking to build a Jason costume quick and easy, one of these with one of the killer goalies would be a great piece. We've got some more Trick or Treat Studios weapons here. The oversized voodoo knife, the actual sized hammer, more realistically sized voodoo knife, various different Myers knives, good guy helmets, this goofy little mask. All right, everyone, and that concludes our walkthrough of Ultimate Party for 2025. They definitely had a ton of new product, not just for Ghostface, but also a ton of Trick or Treat Studios product, as to be expected. I only made one pickup so far, and it's one of these killer goalie masks from Trick or Treat Studios, which we all know is a Jason mask, but not official. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably do a review on this, which pretty much what you see is what you get, but there's a little bit more information to be said about these. And after that, I'll be turning this thing into a Part 4 Jason mask for one of my friends to wear at the Lucky Rabbit this season. But yeah, this is only our first stop by. I do imagine they may have some more stuff before season's over with, but we're already like 2 weeks away from October at this point, so this may be all the stock they have this year. Regardless, I think it was a pretty great selection. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.